All right, guys, we're back with another Edison format finals at Epic Cards and Games in Hurst, Texas. We got myself on the left and the Sheriff Los on the right. We're both playing Vayu Turbo. I was first after Swiss. Los was either second or third. Looks like he won the die roll. Opens Charge, Mills Dust, Bottomless, and Sirocco. So he looks like he's main decking one Dust Tornado. Uh, I was actually the only person who beat Los and Swiss, but I didn't get that match recorded. Because if it's a Vayu mirror, I know most likely that's going to come up in Top Cut, so that's why I don't film those in the Swiss rounds. Anyway, Los sets a monster sets a backer. Let's see if he set the Hamster or the Raikou first turn. Ooh, let's see. So standard opening for Vice. So MST has Solemn. He's joking that he's going to Solemn the MST. So here comes Rhoda. So I'm using the exact same list I used at YCS Indy, not because I don't think it needs work. I just haven't had time to change it. But I am going to change the main deck maybe slightly, and the side deck, I feel my side deck could improve. Because for Indy, I kind of just copied Los' side deck. I really didn't. The main deck was mostly me, but the side deck was like, I kind of went with what Los's deck from a few months ago. Anyway, so here I'm reading that he did not set the Raikou, so I'm going to go for the Armed Wing. What's funny is when I play Los, sometimes he'll try to like play the mind games with me, but this time he didn't. That's why that's like the difference. It's kind of like he could have set Raikou turn one, but instead he's probably choosing to slim the deck down. And then he mills Card Trooper, Caius, and another, I think, MST. So now I set two, and I trap Dust Shoot him. So his hand is Raikou, Dark Armed, Brain Control, and Vayu. So his hand is okay, but like I used all my cards. All I have is an Armed Wing and whatever that back row is. So let's hope my back row is like returned. Burial. Yeah, so what's Los going to set? He's going to set Raikou or the Vayu. I mean, he has a Sirocco in his graveyard, so he might set the Vayu. Depending on if he wants to get rid of my back row. So I'm checking his grave. So yeah, I know his hand. Brain Control, Raikou, Vayu. Yeah, Raikou, Brain Control, and Vayu. So here I attack his Raikou. So he chose to set the Raikou and not the... And I mill Solemn. He mills Gale. I think was a Deep... Gale, Solemn, Deep Prison. So now he's got another Raikou, Vayu, Brain, and whatever card he drew first turn. So let's see what he decides to do here. So all I have is a face-up Armed Wing. I need a power card. Like I need Burial, which is okay, return. So now Los sets another monster. Either A, the Raikou, or the Vayu. Or he could have drawn something else. So here, he sets the Vayu, and I set a card. Okay. So I know Los's hand is Raikou, Brain Control, and whatever two cards he drew for his turn. So here he comes Armed Wing. So you can see here I'm debating. I have Solemn, and I'm debating, do I want to Solemn this Armed Wing? Because all I have going for me is this Armed Wing. And I know two of the cards in Los's hand, but unfortunately he has the Sirocco. So had I not bottomless, he probably would have crashed, and then I would have bottomless here. But I'm top decking. Like my hand is not good. I was just hoping he didn't have anything else. So that's why I chose to bottomless the Armed Wing. So I do top deck Burial, which is okay here. Oh. Los is a clown. He's asking if I'm going to put one of his cards back in the grave. No, I'm not going to put any of your cards back. That was a good top deck on me because Los is so far ahead this game. He's got Brain Control still. He's got another Raikou and whatever else in his hand. Like, I feel like I could potentially still come back, or depending on what that back row is. We'll see. All right, but we know Los has Brain Control, so he probably set the Raikou now that we know he's had. Okay, so 6,075. Come on, return. So he Raikous. He's debating on choosing the Armor Master, or my one back row. So let's see what he decides. I mean, he has Brain Control, so he chooses my Oppression, which is not very good in the mirror match. But That card is like you just have to risk it sometimes. If you main oppression, you're gonna draw it against Black Wings, which is okay. It's not that good in that matchup either, and it's not very good against Vayu. But that card won me a lot of games at Indy against Diva Hero Beat. I beat a Diva Hero Beat player. It was good against Amaryllis, good against GBs. I didn't draw it against GBs, but had I drawn, it would have been good there. I'm trying to remember who else I got with oppression. I would have beat my Frog Hero opponent game 3 if we didn't go into time because he had two miracles in his hand, and my oppression would have destroyed him there because he didn't have an out to my oppression. Remember, I trapped Dust Shoot him. Anyway, let's see what Los can do. He's got brain control, so I'm guessing he either A-drew Rhoda this turn or the previous turn. So yeah, this is not looking good for your hero. Greffer, send Vayu. So some people would say maybe I shouldn't have bottomless the Armed Wing, but all I had going for me at that point was like Armed Wing. So I was just hoping he didn't have anything to deal. Like I was just gonna try to if he sets Raikou, then at least I trade my Armed Wing with the Raikou. But I guess maybe holding the bottomless would have been correct. But I'd still be top decking, and then I think I would have been in the same spot, except I would have been higher on life points. But right now it's not looking good. So he's got brain control, and this is game. So Los takes a quick game 1. Let's get ready for game 2. Would things have been different had I gone first and opened Dust Shoot? Maybe. Anyway, game 2, I'm going first. Let's see what I can do this game. So I start off by standard opening, setting a monster, setting a back row, and Los with the Card Trooper. Mills Sirocco, Arma, and Cyber Dragon. So it looks like Los sides in Cyber Dragon when he goes second in the mirror. So Hamster. I always draw that QCR one, man. So we get the Raikou. And Los chooses not to set anything because he knows if he does, I'm probably just going to Raikou it. So he's going to force me to deal with his Trooper. And here comes Allure. Yeah, lure away the Vayu. And here comes Charge, Mill Greffer, Heavy, Arma. So 2 darks. Will Dark Art make an appearance? So I search Raikou. So now I have 2 Raikous, 1 set, another one in my hand. Maybe I have Dark Arm, that's why I checked my graveyard. See, these are little things that it's hard not to like give your opponent information. So here comes Upstart. So I'm seeing a lot of cards. One thing is I actually opened Allure and I chose not to activate Allure because I had Hamster. So I kind of wanted to slim down my deck first and get at least 1 Raikou out of my deck before I Allure. That's something that maybe some people wouldn't do. But like I don't want to allure. Once I have Hamster, I don't want to allure into another Raikou. I'd rather just at least get 1 out of my deck. The only issue is that Los had the Trooper, so like I have to like pop the Trooper with Raikou. But this is not bad. I can like. Oh, I remember. So I have Mind Control in my hand right now. So my game plan is to top for Plague. Yeah, I top for Plague. And Mind Control is Card Trooper, but he had the Crow, man. Sometimes Crow. When they Crow your Plague, it hurts so much. So yeah, I have Mind Control in my hand. I remember now. That hurt really bad. Because I was going to mill a Raikou off the Card Trooper. I stacked a Raikou on top, the one I searched off Charge. It's just unfortunate he had the Crow. See, sometimes I think, like, my friend Ryanite, he prefers Compulse to DD Crow, but it's just, you can't really stop Crow, except with deck dev. So this is something I'm testing out, going first in the Vayu Mirror match. I don't know how good deck dev is. I've talked to people about it. Like, I talked to a few people at Indy about it. I talked to Ultimate Time Wizard, /RBET winner, Eric Shen. I talked to him about deck dev in the mirror, and he told me it's okay. I think he's, like, kind of still testing it, and I'm kind of in the same boat. And I actually talked to Los about deck dev siding it in the mirror, and he said he'd probably side it versus, like, someone who's playing a deck similar to mine with triple hamster and stuff. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I do moving forward. Anyway, he attacks over for 9. And now he's probably going to hit over my Ryko. And I'm going to decide which one to pop. So 71, 8,000. Oh, yeah. So I'm at my locals and you can't really see my hand, but it's on that little thing. Yeah. My hand's right there. There's like a little thing because they stream at my locals for Advanced Yu-Gi-Oh! So that's why you can kind of see the little thing right there. That's why I had my hand, and Los kind of told me to show it off for the camera. Okay. So it looked like I had no cards in my hand. But no, they were just chilling right there. Alright, so Los has 6 cards. I have a few cards. One of them is Mind Control. We know that. So let's see. Ryko, target the back row. He chains Compulse on his Armageddon. I mill Sirocco. There's my Crow. There's no Kais in my deck, at least for now, but that might change in the future. Okay, so Mole's not bad. So this is kind of Los's tech that I used against him. It's funny, I beat Los with Mole in the Swiss rounds. So I beat him with the card that I kind of stole from him. Like, I kind of wish you guys would have seen our match in the Swiss rounds, because I was just like, I kept moling his card trooper, like, every turn. Like, he summoned the card trooper, like, four times, because I knew his hand, because I dust shoot him. And I just kept moling his card trooper back, so he wouldn't draw a card. And he kept milling all his power cards. It was funny. Anyway, 59 to 8,000. Los has got 2 back rows. I think, did I mill heavy this game, or was that the other game? I think it was this game. So Los is checking my grave. He's got Plague in there. Instead of that deck dev, would Compulse have been better? Maybe. Because I could have composed the Armed Wing, and then, so I'm checking his grave, trying to see how many darks he has. So he does have 3 darks. So I get Greffer. So 2 cards in Los's hand, 2 back rows. Why am I giving him the deck? Okay, so I gave him the deck. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's because I'm using that thing for the stream. Because my locals occasionally will stream the finals, and they did it on this day. But they mostly stream like other card games, like One Piece and Advanced Yu-Gi-Oh! But on Wednesdays, they sometimes will stream the top 4 for Edison. That's why whenever you see us playing on this specific mat, it's because usually this match was streamed. So here I attack over the Armageddon, and I'm at 59 to 77. So all I have is a Greffer. I think I have a few cards in my hand. One of them we know is Mind Control that I haven't used. Maybe Los cited out his hamsters going second. But even so, Mind Control is still really good. Even if you're not in the mirror, even if you're not stealing, you can just steal Armed Wings and Synchro with them. Steal Siroccos if they happen to leave them up. Steal Greffers. I actually won another mirror in Swiss against my friend Kelly. He left Greffer up, and I mind controlled his Greffer, made my Dark Arm live, and then summoned my own Greffer. It was pretty cool. But again, I don't record these Vayu mirrors because I know most likely we're gonna get them in Top Cut. That's why I never film them in the Swiss rounds, and we always get good Vayu mirrors in the Swiss rounds. Same thing with like Frog mirrors and stuff. Okay, so Los with the Plague. So I'm bluffing that Mind Control, I think. Yeah. I don't think I have any cards in my hand now, so I'm just bluffing that Mind Control. As you can tell, I'm like pretending I have something, but in reality I don't have anything. So he attacks. Yeah, so you can tell I'm looking at my back row trying to pretend that it's something. And now he hits me for 17. So I'm at 34. And then return. And yep, I scoop. So that was just a bluff Mind Control. And quick 2-0. I don't think I drew that well that second. Honestly, the Crow was just devastating in that point. But those with another win and me with another second place. So what's funny is this is my third second place on the channel with Vayu Turbo. So I'm 0-3 in the finals with Vayu Turbo. I've only won one game. The only person I took to game 3 was Ryan. And I got second place at a Winamat at our regional. So some of you guys remember a few months ago, my friend Lou If you guys want to go check out the deck profile, he beat me in the finals with his Ultimate Offering Zombie deck. I got second place with Vayu there, but he beat me in time. We did go to game 3 that time, and then I just lost in Indy in second place. So for whatever reason, I can't close with this deck. It's kind of like maybe it's in my head. Maybe it's the running joke at my locals now. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed that match, and we'll be back soon for another tournament. Bye, guys.